Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Nerd Topic. I'm your host, PDG, and everybody has a topic they like to discuss that they get nerdy about, and I want to know what that topic is. Tonight, the topic is Mandalorian season finale. So we got an awesome, get hype. We got an awesome group of people with us tonight. I'm stoked to have some people who returned yesterday and some new faces as well. So I just want to do a quick rundown of everybody who's here. We'll go with first. Raptor Jerky, what's up?
What's up, everybody? Becca Raptor Jerky back again. That's not my real last name, but that's okay. I am just a Philly geek girl, event planner for a nonprofit, and I love Star Wars, and I love this little guy.
Awesome. Woo. Next up, we got Rob Riley Reilly. What's up, buddy?
Hey, Rob Riley, really multi-talented, multi-disciplined artist and entrepreneur at your service, baby.
Very cool. Welcome back. New guest this evening, old friend of mine, but first time on the show, Chris Marabella. Hey, Chris.
Hey, how's it going? Yeah, just a Star Wars fan here. Been catching up with Mandalorian season 2 with my brother this whole season. Been dying to have a platform to talk about Star Wars. So I'm a freelance assistant director in this film industry. So I've been past couple years just been working on various projects. Worked on one with Pete. Hopefully I have more coming down the pike. It sounds like, which is great. So yeah, anytime I have free time, I love talking about Star Wars.
That's what's up, man. Glad to have you, Chris. And we have Chris Forsyth, aka Darkstar 2281. Darkstar's screen saver is on, so I guess he might have just
shit, dude. Yeah, I know, dude. 57 Bel Air is a fucking fabulous fucking car, and like that dude was definitely perfect when you put him in the fucking movie. I know he's a carpenter and shit, but like, yeah, dude. Hold up, we're doing the intro part here. My name's Chris. Also, Darkstar 2281. You can find me pretty much anywhere. Trying to take care of my guests right here, but my YouTube channel's Chris Forsyth. But let me take care of this. I'll be back in a minute.
Oh, okay. Chris has a guest with him. That's cool. Didn't know. That's awesome. This is hilarious. Right on my computer, there's one of these like little pop-up things, and it's one of the ones that won't go away unless you go into the site. So it's blocking half the screen. Thanks a lot, McAfee
spam.
Security. I know,
Don't
man.
do it.
Yeah. Cool. All right, so you've seen all of our guests, and we're all ready to talk some Star Wars. Specifically the Mandalorian. Has everybody seen every episode up until now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. Awesome. Okay. I'm stoked. I think the second season definitely like boosted up not really story wise, but like universe expanding wise. Like it just definitely blew up.
Definitely became more of like a Star Wars show, I think, second season. Like just with the characters and everything, because it's kind of more blending into actually being like part of the Skywalker saga in many ways. So.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know if that's Filoni's doing, like, or the pressure's on from above for them to be like, all right, like everybody loved the first season, but we got to switch it up and you got to add some stuff to it, like some world expanding or some new characters or some old character revisited. I'm not really sure like how that process trickles down, but I'm fascinated either way. I'd love to be a fly on the wall for that kind of thing. Rob, do you think it's going to expand even beyond this, or do you think it's going to still stay on this like cameos coming in, story expanding, but not like big movie? Like, what do you think the future of season 3 is going to be?
I'm sure it's going to expand. But as of right now, I believe it's going to be like cameo. Like the cameos are just going to hit harder now. Like we saw like the good people this season. But I'm sure Luke is coming at some point. I'm almost certain of it.
Okay.
Played by Sebastian Stan.
Yeah, and he looks like him.
Looks just like him.
It's like him. It's crazy. It's totally crazy. Becca, season 3, 25% bigger, 50% bigger, same? What do you think?
I think that I might be a little bit the dark horse on this one because I have not loved seeing all the cameos this season.
Hey, really? Fair enough.
And I am a big fan. I know. I'm a big fan of the animated universe, and I think that seeing the end of last season when Gideon comes out and he's got the dark saber, and I was like, the dark saber, the Mandalorians. I'm like, that we're gonna get Sabine, we're gonna get Hera, we're gonna see Rebels kind of come to life, Ezra's coming, all of that, and I think that was really exciting. And I was actually a little bit disappointed at like how close to right I was. I'm like, I don't want it to be too predictable. And I think that while I love getting to see like Ahsoka live action was huge, but I think that this season of Mandalorian has felt like a commercial for the broader properties that are going to launch. And I'm feeling a little bit worn out by that.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where I'm at. Even just the name dropping, the Thrawn, the idea that Luke could come, like I'm like, yeah, this is cool, but like also it feels like it's really kind of pandering to the fan base. And I'm like, are these the stories we need to tell, or are these the stories that people want to hear?
Right.
Yeah,
Or are they the stories that the higher ups think people want to know? Like I always wonder about that. Is this what they think we want? Or and I've liked it, but it has been like a lot of like, oh wow, Ahsoka. Oh wow, Admiral Thrawn. Oh wow, Boba Fett. Like it's been a lot.
Bo-Katan, like so many familiar faces.
I won't be surprised if we see
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, Becca. As much as I don't want to agree with that, like it's spot on. Like,
yeah,
spot on.
Chris M, were you about to say something? I don't know if it cut off.
Yeah, because I won't be surprised if we see Ezra pop up at some point from Rebels. Just I don't know who's playing, but you know, I mean, it makes sense. You already have Ahsoka and
right,
and all that. So you're probably going to be seeing Ezra or whoever else is alive at this point.
Yeah, I think you might be right.
Yeah.
Well, with that in mind, let's go into some questions. I got some specific questions. I'm not sure how we're going to do this, but I wanted to do some kind of like, like not really an official bet, but like a virtual bet. Like we have credits. We're in some kind of like scoundrel outer rim casino kind of situation. And we all find ourselves with like 1,000 credits in our pocket. And there's 5 questions. So you could go across the board and just bet 200 credits on each question and just be out, just keep it like that. Or you could wait for your question to drop a big 1,000 on or something like that, And I guess since we're recording this, like I'll be able to keep track of all the numbers. So if somebody doesn't remember exactly how much they bet on one, or if they lost or won or what they said, but you guys want to try something like that? Like,
sure.
Yeah. Pretty shot.
Cool. I'm gambling with fake money.
Fake money, no actual money changing hands here. We're just keeping it fun, I might
virtual games to buck.
I got my X-Wing keys.
Oh, that's your good luck charm?
That's my good luck charm.
Nice.
I'm in for that X-Wing.
I got my good luck. Cool. All right. So let's say the bank, into your credit, 1,000 credits apiece. And of these 5 questions, you can make it like a Jeopardy. Like I'm going big money. Let's see how much, you want to spend on this question, but it could be loose. I just thought it'd be fun to invest. Give us a sense of how much you're confident about your answer. So question number 1. In this episode, do we think that the gang, Mango and his group, the crew, however you want to name them, do we think that they are actually going to be able to rescue Grogu and they're going to get him back successfully? Or do you think it's going to be a cliffhanger and however that process takes shape, like Grogu, like they just miss him or he goes out in an escape pod or they never make it, whatever that might be, rescue him or cliffhanger? What do you think? Who wants to start? Wave your hand.
I'll go.
Okay, Chris, before you start, how much do you want to bet on this question?
I'm going to bet 200 of my credits.
Okay.
I'm going to say it's going to end on a cliffhanger. Because I feel like that's going to be the major thread of, I've heard there's going to be up to 4 seasons, and I feel like that's going to be a major thread of season 3 and 4 is retrieving the child back from Moff Gideon and the remnants of the Empire. It's a little bit like the first season where, kind of the reverse of the first season, where they were going after Mando for the child. Now they're going after Moff Gideon for the child.
Right.
I just feel like it's going to be an all like convergence point at some point, whether it's 3rd or 4th season, that they're going to find the child and maybe whoever the Jedis that he reached out to, whether it's going to be Ezra, Luke. Maybe I've heard theories about it might even be Mace Windu he reached out to that took him from the temple. I would love to see that. But I think it's just going to end on a cliffhanger because I don't think it's really going to have a resolution of sorts. Because I feel like if they rescued him, it just kind of would resolve the story. It wouldn't be as. I feel like you need some sort of cliffhanger like that for season 2.
Sure. Sure. That all makes sense to me, man. Good guesstimation. I dig it.
Yeah.
I dig it. 200 credits on that. I'm holding you to it.
Yeah.
Becca, what do you think?
I mean, I would say 200 credits cliffhanger for sure.
Okay.
Or it's going to be the way season 1 ended, where it feels like something is resolved, and then you get that like 1 second of like Gideon coming out with the Darksaber, and you're just like, what
Right.
does that mean?
Right. Yeah, I feel that. I think the culture, if that's even the right word, it's really not the right word, but the habit or the style of always having like the Marvel post-credit scene kind of thing.
Yeah.
There's never technically been a Star Wars post-credit scene, but they do exactly what Becca said, which was like that, like it ends, it's about to do like the super cinematic music to end, but then there's like one little part, it's not after the credits, but it's that. So I kind of agree with Becca. I think there's going to be something like that, but Rob, what do you think, man?
I think that's actually when they're going to reveal the Jedi that's going to come.
Yeah.
There'll be a clue there in that, like, we'll see someone's silhouette, or there'll be like the owl, the Mortis owl, or my hope is it's Cal Kestis. I don't know. We'll see something from Fallen Order.
Get the
A
same
few
actor.
people have been saying Cal Kestis. That's funny. Like a slim number, but yeah, nice.
Yeah, I'm going with the general consensus on this one. I truly believe it has to end on a cliffhanger. That way it can progress the story for the next season.
Yeah.
So my 200 credits is on that.
All right. So we're all in the same ballpark. I'm gonna go 200 on that one too. Chris Darkstar, are you still here?
Oh shit! Yeah. All right. Yeah. Let me grab my guy real quick.
All right.
Come get up here, dude. All right. Yeah. Cars are done, dude. Stop talking to my roommate. Come up here. All right. Here he comes. All
I
right.
guess we
Now,
have a
yeah.
special guest coming.
You're gonna take this thing and you're gonna press this button and you're gonna talk to these people. All right.
Drum roll, please.
Right.
Rob's got it. The suspense is killing.
All right. So I pressed the video here. All right. I'm on the video. Video's live.
Your belly is the guest. Your dreadlocks are the guest.
But okay, yeah. Hey. So yeah. What's up? What's up, guys?
Wow, oh my god.
But yeah. So what's up?
Mr. Lucas, what a pleasure to have you here on the show with us tonight. I had no idea. I'm stunned and I don't know what to say. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm actually really good friends with this goofball Chris Forsyth. Likes this crazy space movie. I just want to do things about airplanes and cars and shit.
Well, I loved American Gigolo, so I know what you mean. I prefer that work actually.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Steve, I have all confidence in Dave and John. Like, I feel like the company should belong to them. They know what they're doing, and I think that they will feel what's right for the overarching story, as long as they make it suitable for children. And just have integrity for some stuff. I want to take a look. I may have spoken in the ear a little bit, and who knows? I might pop up there and here and there.
I hope to see a cameo of your likeness or yourself in the Mandalorian series or one of the movies at some point or another. You got to do that, like Stan Lee. You have to make that happen.
Oh, definitely. I am in Return of the Sith, and I ended up being a senator because I thought the politics and everything to talk about was really cool. So why not be a senator?
Hey, that's awesome. Mr. Lucas, thank you for being here. We're going to move on to our second question. Within this episode, and I have to preface this, do any good guy characters, I think we all know, we know what I mean by good guy characters. Do any good guy characters die? Will any of them get killed in the battle or subsequently get killed in some stray action or something? Any of those characters, Bo-Katan, Mando, I don't remember the assassin bounty hunter lady.
Yeah, I don't remember the name.
Fennec?
Fair.
Who was it?
Fennec Shand?
Yeah. Yep. Also Bill Burr's character. All those kind of, parts of the gang. Does anybody think any of those guys are going to die? And I guess let's start with Chris.
I don't think so because they announced that Ranger the New Republic show and Ahsoka Tano show, and I feel like the Rangers are going to be all the spin-off characters from Mandalorian, Bill Burr and all those characters, and Ahsoka's obviously about Ahsoka, so I feel like they're all going to come out alive in this one.
Yeah. How much you willing to bet on that?
I bet a little bit less, probably like 100 on that one.
Okay, 100 credits, nobody dies. Because we got Cara Dune, I forgot about her. We have Grief Karga, Carl Weathers' character. I'd be upset if they killed him. I would
I know.
genuinely.
I know.
I was surprised when they killed what was Nick Nolte's character?
Oh yeah,
That was sad.
it was something like Ungulu or something like that.
Yeah.
All I remember from him is
Queel.
I have spoken.
Yeah, spoken.
Wheel. I Have Spoken was great.
Yeah, my buddy Chris says it's Queel.
Wheel. Oh, okay. Thanks, George. Can I call you George?
Yeah, you can call me. Thank you very much.
Yeah. My pleasure. Are you? Is Lucasfilm currently hiring? Because I think anybody on this panel tonight would gladly want to work for you, sir.
I'm not sure right now. That's kind of out of my category. I'd like to start a new company and maybe steal like a couple of these showrunners off from Disney if I could do that and just get the ball rolling again.
Well, keep us in mind. We're all Star Wars fans here, and we're all very creative. You can see our input is flawless. We all have like keen insight into the genre. So got some good people here to.
Hey, guys, I'm gonna run. I got a lot of stuff. It was great being here. Yeah, keep on the lookout for me.
Hey, George. George, call me.
We'll do. Thank you very much.
Thanks for being here, Mr. Lucas.
Thank you, George.
Thanks, George.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
I love the prequels, George.
I love
Nice.
George.
Oh my
So
god.
we had 100 on Chris saying no characters die. All right, very cool. Becca, what do you think?
I don't know, but I will put 500 credits on the fact that I will flip a table if they kill Boba Fett.
Guess what? That is.
I think they'll do that again. They already faked his death once.
If they bring him back just to kill him off, which honestly Dave Filoni has done enough to my emotional well-being that I wouldn't put it past him.
Yeah.
But if they do that, I will flip it.
Aren't they supposed to be shooting that Boba Fett show soon? So I don't think they're killing him off.
What would be crazy?
shooting right now.
That could be happening before in the timeline
Yeah.
from when he was in the pit. So
I don't know. I
trust
heard.
Dave Filoni. I love him and I don't trust him.
I trust him with the franchise and don't trust him with my emotions.
Exactly.
Boba Fett's shooting right now, and apparently, it's gonna have something to do with the Kenobi spinoff as well.
Really?
Hmm.
Saw something about that today.
That would be way before then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rob, did I ask you this question?
No, I'm between Becca's answer and Chris M's, where I think they're going to fake some kind of death just so Din Djarin will get the slave one.
Yeah.
He'll like inherit it. I'm feeling that. And I'm putting 200 credits flat on that.
All right. Well, you hit it on the head because that was one of my questions. So we could just like segue right into that one. What is the likelihood, or does anybody think at all that Mando will inherit Slave One? Like, does Boba lend it to him? Does something like Rob suggested happen? Does Boba Fett die and he gets it? We'll start with Dark Star Chris. Name the amount of credits and tell me your answer, yes or no, sir.
Yeah, dude, that guy's like crazy, man. He's back talking about cars and shit. Like, I don't know. I like having him on. George is a good friend of mine. I want to keep a little secret, but
Good people, man.
I don't know. George heard about your bet, so he's backing me. So I'm a little over 1,000 coins, but why don't we wait till the end? And I will give my full thing of what I think is going to happen, and I'm dropping all 1,000 on it.
Oh,
Whoa. Big money. Go big
damn,
money.
I didn't even think about that, man. Chris, you're always a step ahead of me, dude. Like, damn. All right. All right. I see you. All right. So from Chris, we'll go to Chris M.
Mhm.
What's the likelihood of Slave One being inherited into Din Djarin's, what do they call it in
Possession.
Dungeons and Dragons? His treasure, his hoard, his,
Oh,
his
sure, yeah,
possessions.
sure.
His possessions, yeah.
I'm gonna go with 300 credits in that one. I think it's probably the most likely scenario. 'Cause I don't think Boba dies. I think he just hands it off to him because he realizes he's like an actual Mandalorian, and he needs a new ship.
Right.
And Boba's probably, if I had to guess, I don't know if it's connected to the Kenobi thing like the other Chris was saying, but I imagine that Boba series will follow his path of wherever he goes, and Slave One will be inherited by Mando, and he's gonna go find the child with it.
It's a good guess. Good
Yeah.
guess. Becca, what do you think?
I don't have any opinions.
Okay.
Not
Not
I
betting.
know.
Not betting.
No,
No
I
answer.
have no idea.
Oh,
I gotta
my
go-
Razor Crest back.
Yeah, I know. I want it back too. Becca passes. Fair enough. That means you got more credits to bet on another question.
Well, I just put 500 on flipping a table, so
That's true. Yeah, you're out of money. I forgot. You're almost out of money. Rob, what do you think?
Yeah, I believe that Din is going to inherit that that Slave One. It just I don't know. For me, it just feels right. Him being a Mandalorian and like Chris was saying, how Boba Fett is going to see him as like a real Mandalorian, so he's going to give it to him just to help him out because this is the way. You know, they help each other.
Yeah. Is the ship a Mandalorian craft? Like, is that in their arsenal or something? Does anybody know that?
No.
Well, oh, it's not, because I was gonna say
There's also 3 of them.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Django's ship, and Django was sort of a Mandalorian himself, so
Right.
I always imagined it was actually his ship.
Right.
Wow.
Because you know how there's some like Corellia has
Yeah.
their manufacturing like hub there, and they make the ships that come from Corellia and all that. I didn't know if the Slave One was from the Mandalorian industry yards or anything like that. That makes
No,
sense.
it does have its own thing. I'd look it up right now. I know it has its own thing, and there are 3 of slaves just that are called the slaves. There's
Slave
1,
one,
2, and 3. But that is a ship that is made by a company. It's basically just your regular transport cargo ship, but can be heavily modified and everything. So it's a favorite of bounty hunters and whatnot.
Nice. All right. Good questions. Good answers. I mean, let's take a look at question number 4. Okay. Here's a big one. Even though Mando put Grogu on the Seeing Stone or the Calling Stone, nobody showed up on that episode, and now another episode has passed, and there hasn't even been another sort of current or anything in the energy in the air that suggested the Jedi is following or heard that call. Do we think a Jedi is going to show up on the final episode? And secondary question to that, is it going to be the kind of thing where the team is trying to rescue Grogu, they're not having the best go at it, and then the Jedi shows up and saves the day and kind of tips it in their favor? So if you think yes, a Jedi shows up also, do you think it's going to be like that? So let's start with Becca.
I do think a Jedi will come. If I had to guess, I think it's most likely going to be Ezra. I think that makes the most sense considering we've already seen Ahsoka. They mentioned Thrawn and Ezra disappeared together at the end of Rebels. I think that's most likely. I hope that it's not the scenario that you posed, because we already have kind of that interesting conflict between the Mandalorians and the Jedi that goes back even to the Clone Wars cartoon. And so I don't really like the idea of a Jedi showing up and saving the day, for Mando. And I think that it's going to be important for his character to feel like he stuck with Grogu and that he stuck with, being charged with ensuring his safe return to his people, which I think it's been cool to see how Mando is kind of shifting in his thinking about, I know that I said I would give him to a Jedi, but maybe I'm his people. And I kind of like that character development that we've seen.
Nice.
a Jedi comes, and I hope that they don't save the day. I hope they just work as part of the team.
Yeah. Are you willing to bet any of the 200 show credits left on that?
I'll lay it all down on that.
All right. Okay. That's a very unique angle to answer that question, that the Mandalorians and the Jedi have such a sordid history that to have one show up and save the day really makes the Mandalorians look weak. Like, we don't want to do that. They gotta rise back up. This is their rising story in a way. Like, this is their victory tale. So very good point. I wonder if they thought about that, man. That's a very good point. Very good point.
If not, I am available for hire, Lucasfilm.
George, get George back here.
George, you still down there? We're talking about this is World War II thing. We're going to talk about artillery now.
Rob, you want to jump in and go with that question?
I was definitely going to piggyback off of Becca's earlier sentiment, where they'll have that kind of post credits where Jedi will show up, and I believe it's going to be Ezra, but it won't be until post. Like, they'll fight it out. Nothing will happen. Like, the dark saber will be like a tug of war thing, but nothing happens. Moth goes, the baby goes, but the Jedi will come all the way at the end to kind of steamroll into season 3.
Yeah, nice. I like that. Chris? Chris M.
I'm gonna bet 100 credits. I feel like I feel like a Jedi will show up in the post credits or before the credits, but I feel like Mando's gonna learn a little bit more about the Jedi, because I feel like slowly each season he's been learning a little bit more. He learned about who they were in the first season, and he met Ahsoka in the second, or middle in the second. I feel like Ezra or Mace Windu, someone's going to show up. They're not necessarily going to save the day, but he's going to learn a little bit more about them. And I feel like season 3 is kind of going to be them working hand to hand to get Grogu back.
Oh, what I forgot to do was I forgot to bet. So what I'm going to do is, since I piggybacked off of Becca, I'm going to give you 100 credits, and I'm going to put 100 credits on that.
Thank you.
You can quote me because this is being recorded.
There you go.
So not only do I have to edit this beast, but now I got to do everybody's accounting. Like, okay, fine. Cool. Dark Star Chris, do you want to just?
I'll still wait.
Okay. Grogu is shocked, man. Grogu doesn't believe it. He's like, he'll wait. Like. All right.
Huge.
Nice. Good answer.
He must learn patience.
He's not patient, man. He wants the cookies now.
Or those frog eggs.
Cookies,
Yeah. Frog eggs.
They sold them for like $40 now online.
Oh my god! Yeah,
like Williams Sonoma is selling.
Yeah,
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
They're selling the little classroom cookies?
Yeah, they're all like macarons that you could get at any French bakery anywhere for like $1 each.
Oh my god.
It's ridiculous.
Do they at least have like a stamp of Grogu on them?
I didn't see one.
nah, they're just they look like they do from the show. You can also get some from like Walmart for like $12 or some shit.
Okay,
I don't know. That's what.
I want to.
It's like Williams Sonoma is like $50. I'm like, what the fuck?
Ridiculous.
It's like you can get the fucking the dude's sweater on Amazon for $30.
And what would be really messed up if they start selling those little eggs he ate.
They already do. They come in the fucking restaurant. Like they're like those little caviar thingies.
Oh no.
Yeah.
They should serve them at Galaxy's Edge and just do a little like fry them up in a pan.
Oh, that'll be dope and disgusting at the same time.
Yeah.
I know Scum and Villainy Canteen is planning on some drinks and food items coming up with the eggs and macaroon things.
Nice. I was watching Solo today, and it's the scene. Well, it happens multiple times where Solo or Beckett or Kira, they're all telling Dryden Voss like sort of bad news, the gangster head of the whole situation. And every time any of them ask him a question, he like hardly answers it, and then immediately every time either gets a drink or gets some food. Like Beckett like supposedly dies, and he walks up to Han Solo and he's like, "Are you holding up? Like, how are you holding up? Are you okay, pal?" Or something like that. And Han Solo seems like he's gonna go into like a, yeah, you know, it was tough, and he just walks away and he goes, "Crawfish eggs, anybody?" You know. I'm like, dude, that guy's vile. But we need the crawfish eggs along with the baby Grogu eggs at Scum and Villainy Tavern, you know.
And that squid soup thing that they had.
Oh, that's right.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, face hugger soup. That's what I'm
Yeah,
calling it.
yeah. I called it the Sigourney Weaver soup for some reason because it reminded me of aliens. Like,
I just like when he kills the thing. It's just like poke.
Quit screwing around. All right, we are at our last question. And in a way, I think many of us answered it sort of already, but got to stick with the program, man. Got to stick with the program. Does anybody think that Moff Gideon will die, not be defeated or cast away or ousted, shamed or anything, literally die? And then secondary question to that, die or not, do you think he'll lose the Darksaber? And who gets the Darksaber? So I know it's a lot of questions kind of wrapped up in one, but Gideon Darksaber thoughts. Let's just kind of put it in that, and we'll start with Becca.
Great. I don't know if I think that he will survive the finale. I think it could go 50-50 on that one. I think that the little Mando gang, Bo-Katan's gang, is going to come back. I think they're going to be part of the finale. And I think that we are going to see Bo get the Darksaber back. Or at least come close to it. It's going to be, and it may not be fully completed, but I think we're gonna get to see that.
I like your episode a lot, Becca. Like all the notes you've been, I mean, I like everybody's input, but I've been seeing like you've surprised me with a couple things or some really good points. And what better a thing to do than to give her the chance to get the Darksaber, reinforce the idea that she clearly wants it, but show a little bit of that, show some dialogue between her and Moff Gideon that the audience didn't know, like have him be like, "Oh yeah, well you didn't know that the Mandalorian's actually," you know, and like mess her head up a little bit, have her not get the lightsaber. That's a Darksaber. That's a great idea. That's a great idea. Chris Marabella, what do you think, man? Gideon thoughts. Moff Gideon thoughts.
I'm gonna put 100 credit wager a little bit different. I think it's gonna result with the cliffhanger I was talking about, where I feel like Mando's going to use that spear he got from Ahsoka, because as we saw, she was able to, the spear was able to go toe-to-toe with an actual lightsaber. I feel like Mando's going to fight Moff Gideon. Gideon's going to have the Darksaber, he's going to have the spear. And, you know, it's not going to be like a traditional lightsaber fight, but close to it. And I feel like it's going to be sort of cliffhanger, like Gideon gets mortally injured or something like that. I don't think he's going to die. I just think he's going to get injured, and it's going to leave it where he still goes away with the child, and Mando still has to pursue him. Yeah, right.
You think he'll lose his arm? Should they go the Empire route?
I don't know. They might do that. Yeah.
Be kind of cool. This is kind of open, quick comment question before we get to Rob. Does anybody think that if Mando defeats Gideon, it steals the thunder from Bo-Katan and her rising to ascendancy kind of story?
I don't think so. I feel
That's
like
it's Mando's villain as much as it is anybody else's villain.
I feel like there's room there could even be two different fights between Mando and Bo-Katan. So.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, maybe not too different from something like we saw at the end of the Clone Wars, where Maul is fighting in the sewers and then in the throne room later.
Yeah. Ooh, that would be kind of good. He fights Gideon fights Bo-Katan in a quick fight. She gets her little excerpt of knowledge information to kind of take her character to the next level, but it's left at a cliffhanger. And then not too shortly after, it's like the big final scene, and Mando and Gideon face off. Like that could be really cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I feel like he got that spear for a reason. Like they gave it, Ahsoka gave it to him, and I feel like they're gonna follow up on that somehow.
Yeah. Does anybody feel like it's video game-ish with complete the level, get the armor, complete the level, get the spear, like a little bit? Or I like it, but you feel that way?
I love it.
Nice. Rob, I want to make sure I don't skip you. So same question, Gideon thoughts. Does he die? Does he get the Darksaber? Does somebody else get it?
I don't think Gideon is going to die. I think that Bo-Katan is going to step up, and like I believe Mando is going to get hurt or something, and Bo-Katan is going to step up, and she's going to take the spear and fight for the Darksaber. She'll get the Darksaber, but Gideon will get away with Grogu. That's how I'm seeing it going.
Yeah. Half of a victory in a way. Like,
Yeah.
that's kind of cool.
Like,
that's kind of cool.
because she's so tied to that Darksaber. So I think she's going to get it.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to like I said, Gideon's going to get away with Grogu. So
Does anybody think that by the time they meet or get to that ship, that Gideon will have managed to use Grogu's blood and do some weird Force shit with it, or is that too fast?
I think it's too fast because he was struggling with it even when he had him for a few days or something. In the
That's
first
true.
season. Yeah,
That's true.
I am, Rob, you just made me think of something because I'm also interested to see, and maybe we'll see this in season 3, to see like Bo-Katan's Mandalorians and Din's Mandalorians come together, because there is a cultural conflict there about what does it mean to be a Mandalorian and all of the different rules. And I think Bo is so interesting because we know that she comes from Death Watch, and so they're extremists. And that's kind of more of a centrist. Now, like, it feels like he's a fundamentalist. And so I'm like interested to see how they play out. Because I know, like, the armor's got to be coming back, right? Like, so I'll be curious to see that. And you just made me think of that when you were talking about Mando getting hurt and then Bo having to step in.
Hey, Pete, you know what? I'm not going to bet on that one. Give Becca 200 more of my credits. I'm with that.
Yeah, Becca, you got a little side hustle going on here.
If only they were real credits.
Yo, George, you still here? You want to put
But we also haven't heard Chris's prediction yet, so
yeah, I think he's giving us his big overarching.
I think so.
Yeah, I'm calling everything at once.
and he was trying to borrow credits from George Lucas to
no, I'm betting Skywalker Ranch now. Like,
Chris is funded. He's funded by George. He's funded.
Chris asked George if he'll invest in my independent film that I'm trying to make.
Hey, George.
And Chris's and Rob's.
These
screw
guys
it. I'm working on yours.
Nice. Well, there we go. We'll pull our money together. We'll borrow money from Becca.
We'll just be passing the same $20 around amongst the
That's right.
group.
Yeah, I got you guys. Just throw some just unnecessarily CGI characters in there. And some airplanes and make it faster and more intense.
Misa think that's a good idea. Misa thinks so.
Can we bring Jar Jar back?
Pretty
Yeah,
good.
Yes, please. Aziz Ahmed or whatever the hell his name is, the guy that hired. He got a big standing ovation at
Ahmed Best.
So he's Ahmed Best. Yes. He's a great character. He's a great guy. He got a big standing ovation at. Bring him back, please bring him back.
Yeah.
We already brought him back as a Jedi.
Let's watch Star Wars, that Jedi Temple thing with the kids and shit.
Tell Aaron Beck, he's the man.
Hell yeah.
He comes back for Grogu.
Oh,
Yo, Jar Jar gets Grogu.
Twist.
Yo, George, can you send 1,000 over to Becca?
Before we get to Chris Darkstar's
Overall prediction.
Right? Yeah, grand epoch. Like he's gonna pull that like old time scroll. Does anybody have any closing thoughts? But also, does anybody have any predictions as far as like a brand new character? Like you thought we were gonna get a Jedi that from the past to show up. Does anybody think it will actually be a brand new Jedi? Or does anybody think that there'll be like a new villain? Like, is it too late for that?
No new Jedi, no new villain.
No new Jedi. What before you give your closing thoughts in general about anything? Also, just like throw that one in there. I kind of thought of that a little bit last minute. I mean, So we'll go down the line. Becca, Rob, Chris. So Becca, what do you think about that and closing thoughts in general?
Yeah, closing thoughts in general. I'm excited. Whatever happens, if we cracked it amongst the five of us, like if it's something completely different, also cool. And I would be surprised if they introduced somebody brand new, either good guy, either Jedi or villain.
Yeah. Rob?
I don't see them introducing a brand new character, well, brand new Jedi. I do see Ezra somehow making his way in, but I don't see them introducing any brand spanking new Jedis, because I think it's still going to be like Mandalorian focus. And I really like what Becca said earlier, where the is it the Night Watch? Yeah, they're going to join Boba and Din. And it's going to be like this whole new like Mandalorian uprising. So,
Death Watch is not a thing at this point anymore.
Right.
It was a thing.
Right.
damn it. That's it. I'm logging out. That's it.
Chris M, closing thoughts?
Yeah, I think, I don't know, the more I think about it, I feel like it's going to be a Jedi that we're familiar with, like Windu or something, because that line Ahsoka said that a Jedi took Grogu from the temple. I think that's going to be explored upon. So
Yeah.
I feel like it's going to be one of the Jedis from the prequel era on the council. It's whether it's going to be Windu or someone else that we know.
Can you imagine if Mace Windu gets lightning blasted out that window, flies down, lands on the steps, dusts himself off, and is like, I'm getting Grogu and I'm getting the hell out of here, man. You know, like,
Nobody ever dies.
yeah.
That's true. Show me the body.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I saw a picture like that. That's how he became Nick Fury.
Right. In the series, yeah.
He's coming back as a Force ghost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh. Force Ghost Jedi will arrive and inform Grogu. Is that a possibility?
Imagine that.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's all right. Well, that might be the segue into Dark Star Chris's epic work.
Come on, Chris.
Bring us some War and Peace, man. We all got popcorn and our drinks are refilled and we're ready to hear your.
Dude, I almost want to write this whole episode now, but basically, like what I've come out with for, and it involves in the questions and everything, is just maybe a little outline of like the last maybe 20 to 10 minutes of the fucking episode, like what we're gonna get. So here's your opening. We're gonna fast forward to like it's gonna be the big battle and everything. That's gonna be the starting of the episode. Think trailer a la Force Awakens, where it's just like, and then there's Finn in the Stormtrooper armor going like, what the fuck? But yeah, we're just gonna be straight up in the battle and shit. So like that whole fucking battle is gonna happen. And fast forward through all that shit, and let's get to the fucking point of everything. No one ain't nobody's gonna die. No one's gonna die. Could be hinted at, could not be. But no one's gonna die in this finale. They're gonna fail the mission. The whole mission's gonna be like they're on there, they're trying to get Grogu. I'd be surprised if they actually do show Grogu again. We'll get some maybe scenes just like alluding to what they're doing with Grogu and everything. Yeah. But we're not gonna see him at all. Like, he doesn't need to be seen. We didn't see him last episode. I'm cool with that. Like, we don't know what's going on. He's knocked out. They're cool stunning him and throwing him in fucking little baby fucking fucking
Binders,
handcuffs.
yeah.
Yeah, binders. It's like, dude, we got baby binders. Like, all right.
Who just has those on their ship?
Oh.
The Empire.
They
So,
plan
yeah,
for everything. They've been like enslaving races, like even the Ugnaughts. I guess they enslaved the Ugnaughts and had minerals.
They did.
Yeah.
So yeah, mission's just straight gonna fail. They're not gonna get Grogu back. And that's when like the whole escape thing's gonna start happening. The just action's gonna escalate and everything. And pretty much at the climax of all of that, this would go one of two ways that I'm thinking on this situation right now. Is All right, we're gonna have the showdown. It's gonna be Gideon. That like, all right, I don't even want to talk about Thrawn. Thrawn is not gonna show up at
Yeah.
fucking all. But we're gonna have a probably like a good, the bad, and the ugly 3-way showdown with Bo, Gideon, and Mando. So we'll kind of get that scene, but and then yeah, it'll just kind of like go into like a stalemate sort of thing. And then all hope's going to be lost. We're going to go into an Empire sort of thing. All hope seems lost. Oh God, this is the worst. We're going to get our Jedi appearance. What Jedi that is? I got money on Luke. Yo, George, you got me on that? All right, cool. But yeah, I got money on Luke. My second is Ezra. I've heard that like the whole there might be a whole trickery that Ahsoka might show up as well. Like she's just like, you know what, go do that. If you actually go do this, then I trust you. And she shows up. Like, throw that out there. Cal Kestis as well. He's not dead. Quinlan Voss also not dead. So shit, yeah. So we're gonna have the Jedi's gonna show up. It's gonna be a stalemate of a sort of thing, and it's gonna be a cliffhanger. Lightsabers are gonna ignite, and that's basically it. Someone is gonna be left with Gideon or whoever the big bad or the dark troopers at the end. Someone's gonna have to stay behind to fight that. All right.
Come on, Chris. I'm visualizing your episode, dude. Keep
Yeah,
going.
right. I'm just sitting here.
Boba Fett rightly should inherit the Darksaber.
Boba Fett?
Really?
Yes. Jango
Yeah.
Fett.
Yeah.
Jango Fett was it Pre-Vizsla, I believe he defeated as the real Mandalorian. So going back to your thing when they split and everything, to come back to the real Mandalorians and reunite the whole thing. For Boba to have the Darksaber and Mando to have that staff. Those are two they gotta be iconic items. Well, Darksaber, like obviously, but that staff has got to be some kind of fucking thing. So if they have that and Boba sets himself up to go up against Jesus Christ,
Gideon,
yeah.
you have George right there, dog. Like, come on.
Yeah, fucking. I know he's on set, dude. Come on, dude. He's too occupied with cars in World War II. So yeah, we're gonna get like Boba's gonna get the fucking Darksaber as the rightful owner. Reunite the Mandos. Mando's gonna tell the fucking story. But he's got to go run off. Like they got to get like the out plan because something crazy is fucking happening. The ship's blowing up or something. And everyone's got to get out of there with the fucking quickness. And thus we get the fucking Jedi drop and everything. And so we're either gonna get Din piecing off with Slave One in this episode, and cut to blank. Like it's just gonna be an escape, just blank, just fucking done. Episode done. Ran away. All hope is lost. Fanfare music if you want to do a little last Empire scene of that.
I like it,
And
Chris.
second scenario is actually not second. Well, there it kind of includes the second scenario, but yeah, season 3 opener. In the first 10 minutes of season 3, episode 1 opener, we're gonna get Boba dying. and that's when all the shit's gonna happen, and that's when Din's gonna get the slave one. That's
Strong
my calls
opener.
on shit.
That's a strong
Yeah.
opener to have Boba Fett die in season 3. I'll give you that.
That's
Like,
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's
Becca's
what
like,
I was.
no.
We got
Don't do
Becca's
it.
like she's
Don't
not
do
feeling
it.
that.
That's what I'm thinking. Lucas, well, like, what kind of fucking nut ass thing would he do just to like open up the fucking
Yeah.
kill Boba Fett again?
Yeah.
Like, like,
I just got a crazy idea that do we think like the rebellion is going to step in at all? Like Moff Gideon's ship, Slave One goes on, enters either sneaky style or direct fight, like however they're going to play that out. And then, you know, maybe like whatever his ship is called, that Star Destroyer is like lingering in an area for too long. The rebellion catches wind of a dogfight, spaceship dogfight, and all of a sudden we start seeing X-Wings arrive. Like, you think they'll go big space battle, or is it going to be big inside the ship battle? More like we all think, like they get in there and they're going room to room and all that. Anybody?
I think it's going to be close. Like,
Yeah.
Like indoors.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, I feel like that type of finale would be like the final season, like 4 or something.
Yeah. That's true, man. If they're smart, they got to save that for the
save
for the
it,
end.
Save it, yeah.
Save it for the end.
if you look at the star charts right now, where he is, he's actually pretty close to Nal Hutta and Nal Shutta, which are big fucking crime planets, which might be a thing where Gideon's trying to bring him, where he could do whatever the fuck he wants, basically, there with anything. But it's also right next to a hyperspace lane to the cloning planet. I can't fucking think of it.
Kiminoa or
Camino.
Yeah.
Camaro.
It's also right next to that hyperspace lane. Which is actually oddly close. When I was looking at the fucking map, I'm just like, that's also kind of close to Scarif. I'm like, why the fuck would you like make your clones next to this fucking crazy ass database thing?
Imperial base,
So you are kind of off the charts, and that is hostile territory. So like, I don't think the rebels will get involved.
Yeah.
Right.
Good theory, man. I dig it. I'd like both scenarios. You definitely thought this out more than me, man. I think all of you guys have thought this out more than I have.
No, Chris was cheating. He had George there. Nope. Nope. Shame on you.
Well, guys, it's been fun. I think, like, you know, the idea for Nerd Topic is like to be branching into all kinds of other issues, and I want to do other episodes, but I think there's just going to be a sub branch like Star Wars Chat, and I almost just want to lock it into you guys because we have a good rapport. You know, this might be like the round table of the Jedi Knights at the round table or something like that. You know?
Yes.
So I'd love to have you all back again. Thanks for being here. I'm going to tally up your totals, and I'll come collecting. I'm going to send a bounty hunter collecting for that money if you got the answers wrong. But I think
had I known you were going to do this like thing, I would just, if we had more time, I'd just be like, okay, let's do this out, write everything down, and fucking let's do a bingo board.
Oh,
and let's all watch the thing. And
I want to get better. I'm going to try to get better with like dropping a screen over on the side that has like some visuals and stuff. Like, I'm a baby with this whole Zoom meeting thing, so I need another meeting with Raptor Jerky, and we'll figure it all out. All right, guys, one more time. We'll go down the line. Everybody say hi and bye. And if you promote any of your projects, please mention it as well. Raptor Jerky, you want to say goodbye real quick?
Yeah, thanks for having me back. It was great, and I agree, and I'm in to be part of the Jedi Knights of the Round Table. And thank you guys for listening to me talk about Star Wars. I love it. Thanks. And thanks, guys, for watching.
Thanks for being here. Rob?
Guys, follow me at Rob Rowley. Really, Pete, just give Becca whatever credits I got left, because the Jedi Knights at the Round Table, is that what it was?
I think so.
No, Pete said that. I didn't come up with it.
Oh, okay. All right, well, Pete, you take them.
Nice. Chris Marabella, what's up? Tell us a little bit about yourself and have a quick goodbye too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so you can follow me just at my name, Chris Marabell, on Instagram. I'm working on developing a fundraiser for a television pilot I co-wrote and producing. We're trying to get the funding for that now. So if you go to my Instagram, you'll be able to find the link for that. I had a blast doing this. I love talking about Star Wars, and it's a great group to talk about it with. Yeah, I'd love to be a Jedi Knight at the round table. So
Awesome. Thanks. And Dark Star, what's up, man?
Yo, yeah, I'm Chris Forsyth. I'm Chris Forsyth on YouTube. Like, it's just straight up my name. Like, I don't care. I put myself out there. I'm a drunken asshole that likes to talk about Star Wars and shit. It's why I got a little show on there called Spotchkin Death Sticks. I just drink and smoke and curse and talk about fucking Star Wars. Because why not fucking want a show you're talking about Star Wars in a goddamn bar and shit? Like, fucking but yeah, pretty much Darkstar 2281 on everything else. Instagram, Twitter is Chris Forsyth 89, something like that. I don't fucking know. Yeah, look me up. Fucking rock and roll.
Nice. All right, I'm stealing the camera for the last time. Nerd Topic episode 2. I'd say it was a success. Thanks to everybody for watching. If you want to become a guest on Nerd Topic, find me either on Man in a Bubble, YouTube, or man_in_a_bubble on Instagram. You could also leave a comment in the comment section below, and find me through any of these other fine individuals on the stage with us today. You could also leave a comment in the comment section below, and find me through any of these other fine individuals on the stage with us today. I'd love to bring you on. We'd love to talk to you about more Star Wars and many other topics. So please reach out. Thank you. Enjoy. Have a good night.